Hey, so today we're getting to the heart and the soul of this course and of our time together. And really, the first big juicy truth I want you to soak in is that we're going to stop focusing on the behaviors. We're going to stop focusing on the vices. We're going to stop focusing on the reactivity. And we're going to start focusing on the underlying feeling. Because ultimately, that's what we're avoiding when we're unconsciously choosing reactivity and vices. So it might feel like, as we dive into this and you get really clear about your intentions, it might feel like you're in the limelight. Like if you're really working on your nutrition and avoiding sugar or something like that, you might really, really notice all of the ways that you're including that in your diet right now. Or if you're if your intention is to be less reactive with your family, you might start to realize, like, whoa, there are way more ways that I was reactive than I even realized initially. And no matter how you end up, I just want to invite you into radical compassion, because we're all human. We're all experiencing suffering of this kind on some level, and a unique level for each of us. And that how we start to really move through and break free is to tend to the heart and tend to these feelings in a healthier way, so that we aren't so compulsive and that we have space in creating a response rather than reacting. So our practice today, it's meant to be worked with and then integrated. And this practice answers the question, okay, so what do I do if I find myself focusing on this reactivity and these more negative things? How do I deal? What am I supposed to do? Because I'm not just telling you, don't do that. I don't roll like that. I'm not going to tell you to do something that I don't feel fully confident that you can do. So what I'm asking you to do is, instead of continuing the thought cycle, realizing, okay, I'm upset about this, like I'm really noticing a lot of this in my life. And we're going to start to talk to the voice that's making you feel bad. The voice in your head that's saying, oh, you're a terrible person, or, oh, how could you have done this? Those types of phrases. We're going to call that voice the judge. You can name the voice if you'd like. The judge, to me, helps me to really understand, oh, that is the judge, that is that voice, because it usually sounds pretty judgy. So what does your voice tend to say when you start to reach and you start to go after you've been reactive? Maybe after you've had a binge eating or alcohol or cannabis or whatever it is. What does that voice like to say? So this is going to be kind of cruel. You're going to hear yourself, kind of these uglier parts of yourself as you're writing this down. I want you to actually legitimately write this down right now. And if you need another moment, then just go ahead and pause, and then we'll continue. So we're going to move into our practice for this week. You're going to take your hands to your low belly, right here, and close your eyes or soften them. If it's not comfortable to close them, just soften them, blur them out, look at something in front of you. And notice your belly expanding as you inhale and drawing in as you exhale. You might have to invite your breath a little bit as you expand down. Inhale, and then exhale, lift your breath out. So start to scan through the space behind your hands. This is your hara. It's the word that I use for it, of Japanese origin. And scan through between your hip points, through your low belly, through your pelvic floor. With every breath, see if you can relax just a little bit more. Scanning through, expanding down and out as you inhale, lifting in and up as you exhale. Hara breathing. Take a moment to affirm, I am safe. Feel your hands on your body. Feel where your feet are resting. Internally scan around you. I am safe right now. Breathe it in, right down into your belly. Now, start to scan your attention up to the space between your eyebrows, just above, in between on your forehead. Focusing in on the pineal gland, or in yoga, what they consider the third eye. Breathe into your forehead and take just a moment to be here and feel the lightness here. Much lighter than when you're in your belly. Now take a moment to visualize yourself 3 or 4 years in the future. All right, so you see yourself, and you see yourself looking back at you during this time right now. And I want you to notice how much future you loves you and adores you and thinks the world of you and believes in you, that you are capable of making the shifts in your life that you're so deeply desiring. Maybe your future self invites you to accept that this process might look differently than what you might anticipate. And see your heart opening with this invitation, getting curious about what might lay ahead, about what might be available to you that you didn't know was available to you yet, right now. But your future self knows. Soak in that love one more time. Breathe in this truth that you are here supporting yourself and loving yourself. And nobody knows you more deeply or more intimately than you. Okay. I just want to speak to if it was really challenging to connect with your future self. Maybe it was challenging to feel love for yourself and proud of yourself. And I just want you to know that that's totally normal and that's okay. And you did nothing wrong. You did beautifully. You did exactly as I asked. And that's what it's about. It's about practicing and then releasing the expectation. So let's bring our hands to heart. The light in me sees and honors the light that's in you. And our light shines from the cracks in the darkness. So don't be so afraid of the darkness. Right? I'm really excited for this journey together. And happy practice, happy homework, and please be in touch.